Looking at my shirtless body. Good morning. Let's correct some errors. First, I'll read the entry task. Jimmy and Ralph decided to start a podcast. Their target demographic is boys age 14 through 20. So they're going to talk about video games, dirt bikes, and pizza. First, let's make corrections to the sentence level errors. So where do we need our period? I'm going to put a period right after podcast, which means I then need to capitalize the first word of the next sentence. Jimmy and Ralph decided to start a podcast. Great, that's a complete thought. Their target demographic is boys age 14 through 20. So they're going to talk about video games, dirt bikes, and pizza. So we have two complete thoughts here. Their target demographic is boys age 14 through 20, and they're going to talk about video games, dirt bikes, and pizza. Those complete thoughts are joined with our conjunction so we need to add a comma for our comma conjunction structure that Mr. Love taught you all last fall. We'll put a period at the end of the sentence, and now we're ready to start making some other corrections. So Google is starting to help me out by offering some ideas. One, for Jimmy, we need to capitalize it. And we're capitalizing Jimmy because it is a proper noun, but also because it is the first word of our sentence. Now we're going to capitalize Ralph because it's a proper noun. Jimmy and Ralph decided to start a podcast. I need to make a correction to the word to. TOO means also or a lot. And we don't need that. We just need the word to. TO. Let's see. Next, their target demographic is boys age 14 through 20. So we need to fix the there. And we could put an apostrophe here, which would make it they are, would be a contraction of they are. Does that make sense in this sentence? They are target demographic? No, it doesn't. So what we need instead is the pronoun there. Perfect. Notice that when I highlighted that, Google suggested putting the apostrophe in. So you can't always trust the suggestions that the spell check or grammar check is offering you. So their target demographic is boys age 14 through 20. So they're going to talk about video games. So let's look at this other there. So this is the possessive pronoun. And as I read that, I realize that doesn't actually make sense. What I actually need here is the contraction, they are. And that is not the contraction version. That's they are. The contraction version would be THEY apostrophe RE. Either would work. Gonna. Okay, well, this is not a real word. So we're going to delete that and instead put going to. And so now we have, so they are going to talk about video games, dirt bikes, and pizza. Well, we have a list of 3 things here: video games, dirt bikes, and pizza. And we separate lists with commas. So we put a comma after game and a comma after dirt bikes. All right, let's read through everything and see how it sounds. Jimmy and Ralph decided to start a podcast. Their target demographic is boys age 14 through 20. So they are going to talk about video games, dirt bikes, and pizza. As I'm reading this aloud, the only thing I'm thinking about is that 14 through 20 is more than one age. So I think I actually want to put an S on ages. Their target demographic is boys ages 14 through 20. Those are all the corrections. Hope you have a fabulous day. Bye. Good morning. We're going to make some corrections. Jimmy and Ralph decided to start a podcast. Their target demographic is boys age 14 to 20, so they're going to talk about video games, dirt bikes, and pizza.
Stereotype.
So, let's start by correcting there. We need the other there. T-H-E-R-E. Gonna is not a word. So we're going to change it to going to. That didn't work. Oh, I see why. Dang it. This is a comp. So we're going to change it to going to. Look at that. Talk about video games, dirt bikes, and pizza. We have a list, so we need a comma. Video games, comma, dirt bikes, comma, and pizza, period. Yay! I will sound just like this. No.